All right, so the big story here, outside of all the coaching news, is signing day, and we followed it yesterday. Tay, you certainly, more than any of us, you follow this, I would say, day in and day out for the most part. Not like we all once used to, but certainly you call high school football games as well, so you are locked in. What did you think of the Tigers' day yesterday?
I thought it was as good as it could be. Honestly, and maybe even a little bit better because there were some surprises. You flipped 4 Ole Miss recruits. Now, on the surface, you could say, okay, well, that's not that big of a deal. You got their coach, obviously, but you got some big-time guys. Corey Barber, the 4-star wide receiver, you go turn on this kid's tape, he can flat-out play. Everything he does sticks out to you. J.C. Anderson, the tight end, he was an Ole Miss commit. Ryan Murray, he was an offensive lineman that was committed to Ole Miss. He signs with you yesterday. So, you got guys in positions of need. Everyone was worried about Richard Anderson yesterday. Is he going to sign? Is he not? Richard Anderson does sign, which I thought was huge. And you didn't lose anybody yet. Deuce Gerald's was always going to sign on Friday. That was something he said from the beginning. Because, a lot of people forget, people think early signing period's one day. It's from yesterday to Friday. You could sign anywhere in that 3-day window. Lamar Brown's one to keep an eye on. There is a little bit of update on him. Bryson Cooley might be the only one to really worry about right now. Steve Wiltfong yesterday actually crystal balled him to Alabama. Now, initially I would worry about that, but if you lose Bryson Cooley because you move on from Brad Davis, that's kind of still a net positive for me. If you get a new O-line coach and you upgrade from Brad Davis and Bryson Cooley doesn't want on board, you lose a couple kids for that because you need to improve their big time. We've talked about it a number of times on this show. But, outside of that, I think they did a really nice job. There were some prizes. Aiden Hall, the safety, he hopped in late. I like the class overall.
Yeah, and then you got the corner from California we were talking about yesterday that his father was like, he ain't signing there if Corey Raymond's not a part of it, and so he signs. So we don't have official news,
no,
but that's a really good sign.
Situations happening.
That's a really good sign that there is a plan in place for Corey Raymond, which I just think is as important as almost anything in the next couple of days, and it has been. It should be. So that's good, pointing in that direction.
Yeah, it sounds like that's a positive direction. When did his father say that? That was a while back, right?
Yeah, just in the recruiting process.
Yeah, I guess there's no guarantees. Maybe his father's a big fan of Lane Kiffin, and he's new to the program, so you never really know. But based on those comments alone, you got to think that there is at least a good chance that Lane's going to retain Corey Raymond, and we all hope that he does. We think from our seats and everybody else's seats and what we've seen Corey be able to do.
Right,
the architect, of course, of DBU. We've seen what he did this year with all the corners that played so well. How good Montswork did coming back, DJ Pickett coming in. We could go on and on about naming the job that he's done. So that, to us, it's a priority. Now we just hope that it's a priority for Lane. And if it's not, then better have a pretty good backup plan.
Yeah, and gosh, I know this sounds crazy, and I know it's speaking in absolutes. I just don't know that there's a backup plan that would be better.
Well, no, there's
anywhere.
Not.
You know what I'm saying?
Not.
Anywhere from coast to coast.
Yeah.
And top to bottom.
That's the same thing. That's kind of the y'all know me. I don't hide it. I don't really it's important, the signing day and getting good kids out of high school and having that talent pool of young guys to grow. But I'm more kind of focused on the Blake Baker watch right now,
right? Because
there's no way you're going to find someone to come in and be better than him. You can only hope to find an equal to him if he decides to go and take a head coaching job, and no one would blame him. But that's the storyline that I'm more concerned about rather than, because, I think Lane said it best. And then was it yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever it was. He's like, I'm ultimately confident. If we don't get the numbers we want or whatever during signing day, I am not stressing because I know we're going to crush in the portal. But you can't go find a Blake Baker every day in the portal.
No, and there was a report, I think Garland had it yesterday, that Blake Baker not only interviewed for Tulane on Monday, but he also interviewed for the Memphis head coaching job.
Well, if you're going to interview for one, you have to interview for two for negotiating.
Yeah, and both those are really good jobs. Certainly for your first opportunity to be a head coach.
Yeah.
If Tulane wins the American, they're in the playoff. Memphis was a team that, for a long portion of the year, was that team. They beat Arkansas, this year, you know. And look, you could go back. I mean, Memphis has done this for a long time, number of years put together. So he's interviewed for a couple of jobs, but if he doesn't take a head coaching job, he's coming back to Baton Rouge.
Right.
I mean, I think we know.
I mean,
that.
don't you agree with that though? If you're going to go, whether you like, if it's Tulane or bust at the moment for Blake, like if you're going to interview for one job, you got to go interview for at least two. Because
you got to have some, yeah.
You have to, because your agent's going to push you to do that because he wants some power in negotiations.
Yeah.
Right. So you go interview for two because you need. I know Tulane is thinking like, all right, well, he's either coming here, we got to outbid LSU for the coordinator job, but now we got to outbid Memphis as well, or maybe you make LSU outbid them. I don't know. Apparently, we got no problem finding money.
I was about to say, I'm sure LSU would do what they have to do financially as well.
Give them 5.
You said
10, whatever.
Shut.
I don't care.
You said something about an update, the latest. What is the latest with Lamar Brown there?
Well, he did say that, he wanted to see the staff certainty, like there was uncertainty around the staff. Also, though, look, I did this for you guys, okay? I was like, we got to have a little bit of a deep dive. Our guys' social media handles no longer say LSU in it. His profile picture is gone. Like, his profile picture is just black, like a black circle. On Instagram, like no LSU affiliation whatsoever on that page. Now, look, you're a 17-year-old kid. A lot of them do it for fun. I get it, but it's something.
Well, his future head coach is a troll, so you might as well start trolling people yourself. I meant that in a good way, in an endearing way.
Y'all know where I stand on this. It doesn't matter who the player is. If you have an opportunity and you're from Louisiana to go to LSU, I'm always going to tell you to do it. I have been taken care of in my life. I'm 40 years old because I'm from Louisiana and went to LSU. It's just the way that it is. Any speech that I give to any junior day or rising senior day, or like all these days they have where you and I will go and we'll talk to whoever it is, I tell them that all the time. It's factual. It's factual. I have had teammates that have won Rose Bowls at the quarterback position and moved out of Louisiana because they just couldn't find what they were looking for as far as a profession. I could give you 10 to 15 examples. Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's just the way it is. So I'm always going to tell anybody from Louisiana, if you have an opportunity to go to LSU and you think it's the best for you, you got to take it.
Yeah, it's an opportunity that can open up doors for the rest of your life, especially when you're successful. Now, if you're not successful, then, doors are like cracked open maybe. But like if you're successful, it's a good thing. And you were talking about it yesterday. You gave so many different examples of guys that were from Louisiana that didn't go. You talked about your teammate, right?
Yep.
When they come back to Louisiana, it's like nobody cares if you won a Heisman. Nobody cares if you whatever
played
you
10
did.
years in the NFL.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, I remember you.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
That's about it.
Tight.
And again, like if you don't want to move back here, if you want to stay where, like, that's a different situation. If you want to move back here, you want to be a part of the community, that's just the way that it is. I know, like, almost everything I've gotten in my life has been because of LSU. Just facts. I mean, you're not from Louisiana, but still, I mean, because you made this your home, you get taken care of as well. Just is what it is.
And it's so we're talking to you, high school kids trying to decide.
No, I mean we've done this before.
Yeah, we've been there.
I mean we've
Come here, dominate.
I remember having these conversations with, I think it was Andrew Whitworth. Like that was his recruiting pitch to me because I was committed to Texas, and then I get the offer from LSU like we talked about yesterday, and I'm like, all right, well it's time to decide. And I remember that was one of the people that I talked to. He was right. It is what it is. So
come here, be successful. Don't be scared.
I think the Instagram thing's just like
I think it's just
like
high
him
school
just wanting to,
Yep.
Like, you know when Beyonce deletes everything before she releases an album? I think that's what
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't
But
know that at
okay.
all. I
That's what
respect
he's
it.
doing.
Nice
Okay.
work.
I like it.
Couple of interesting
Fun.
comments in the chat here. One was Blake Baker. He's not being interviewed by Tulane or Memphis. He's interviewing them. Respect that. Also, a question said, Jake and Matt, as former players, how would you feel if your coach walked out on you after 11 wins and going to potentially playing for a natty? Well, we almost had that situation. We talked about that last segment. Almost had that situation. If Les Miles would have gone to Michigan, as was rumored per Kirk Herbstreit at the time before SEC championship,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have been happy about it, certainly, but we would have been like, let's go finish this.
Yeah.
Like, can you just at least stay here for the next month while we
Yeah.
finish the job?
I mean, not every situation's going to be the same. I don't remember being like angry at Coach Saban for leaving us to go. Now we weren't playing. I mean, we're a 9-2 football team. We weren't playing for a playoff because there wasn't an expanded playoff. We would have been a playoff team.
We were in the Capital One Bowl playing
we were.
Iowa.
Yeah, we got to go to Disney. It was awesome. Fast pass.
Fast
But I don't remember being like, I understood.
Well, I
It's
think
the NFL.
I mean, it's the NFL, yeah. It was a different situation. But
I'm saying I don't remember this anger. I was like, oh, man, that sucks. I thought
if he would have gone straight to Alabama, well, there was anger when he went to Alabama.
By a lot of people, for sure.
And at the time, Alabama was not a rival.
That's also true for
Thank
us.